from Central Florida, where it's probably in the mid-90s. It's going to be even hotter later in the week. I'm sorry I haven't been on here in a while with any fiber content. I just haven't been feeling great, and I just haven't been in the mood. I've done some baby videos, but I do like the videos on TikTok because they're really short. They're only like 3 minutes, something like that. But I just thought I'd come on here because we're getting towards the end of the month, and I will be drawing a winner for the end of the quarter coming up. I can't remember how much I said. I'm going to do a gift card, whether it's Amazon or if you want cash. I can give it to you through PayPal or Venmo. So I will look at my past video and figure out what, I think it was $25 gift card. Anyhow, you got till the end of the month, and then I will do a drawing probably around the 4th of July. Or I might keep things, I usually keep them open a few more days so that you have time to submit all your finished objects on the Facebook group, and they have to be between let's see, April 1st through June 30th, this third quarter of the year. This is the second quarter of the year. This is the second quarter. Anyhow, you know what it is. But I wanted to thank you. I've got a few new subscribers. I really appreciate joining me. And then, of course, to my longtime subscribers, I love you too. We're kind of like a family. And I do have some people from the reborn doll community because I do some videos with my dolls. I had anybody that watches me usually sees one of my cats in the videos when I'm at home. Used to be always Kate, and she's been gone for 4 years. And then, of course, Tira kind of stepped up. If I'm sitting at the table in the kitchen, she always has to be in on it. And then, of course, I have Misu. He doesn't go into as many videos as the other cats, but he's my cuddle baby. He was the one cat that I could always count on to be able to cuddle in the middle of the night. He always wanted to wake. If I got up to go to the bathroom, he would jump in on when I got back into bed, and he would spread himself out and expect me to hold him and kiss him and treat him like a baby. So, and he was always the one I could hold and whatever, do whatever I want. He was also my dog sweater model. Anyhow, his health started failing. He was a diabetic, and he got to the point where he wasn't eating or drinking much. Then he wasn't eating at all. I could give him some liquid treats once in a while, and to drink water I had to put him in the sink, and he wouldn't drink out of the faucet. But then he got to the point where he wouldn't even do that. So I had been bringing him to the doctor every week, for a couple weeks to have him because he was dehydrated. So he would give him the subcutaneous fluid to get him some hydration. Anyhow, well, on Friday I brought him in, and the doctor thought he had pancreatitis or pancreatic cancer. He's 16 years old, so he lived a good life. So anyways, I had to put him down. And those 2 weeks where I was bringing him back and forth to the doctor were really hard on me. I was crying a lot. So I went ahead and had him put down. It was hard. I'd had him, since he was a kitten. I picked him out, and him and Tira for when they were 2 weeks old, and they were from the same litter. So anyhow, I had to do that. Oh, that was so hard. It was really, really hard on me. It's still hard. But anyhow, so I've gotten a little bit of crocheting done. A couple of the things that I finished were a baby blanket using the continuous granny, and I used some ice cream yarn. But of course, I already gave it away, and also a baby bucket hat. When I finish the other one, I'll show you. I made a total of 4. This is the leftover yarn from the baby blanket, so I'm probably gonna make some hats out of that too. So, and then the other project I'm working on right now, I've got friends that are having babies, grandbabies, and so I've been making, and then one of the people from my congregation, and she was also in my B'nai Mitzvah class, she went ahead and had a baby too. So I'm working on her blanket. I won't be seeing her until the kid's 6 weeks old. But I had all this yarn I had gotten from Premier. It was the anti-pilling. This is worsted weight, and it was the bobbins. They were having sale for, like, some of them were $2.99, some were $3.99. So I bought 2 boxes of them, and the intent was to use it to make baby blankets or blankets for Camp Boggy Creek. So this is the one I'm doing now for the next baby, and it's the extended or elongated block pattern. It's really easy. I got the pattern off of Nastasia. So every other row I change colors, and you know, in every other, I stagger the extended treble crochet or the treble crochet. Basically, you do 5 stitches total, and then two double crochets on each end. So it's easy, and I'm definitely going to have to do a border on it because it kind of curls up. The only thing bad is I got lots of ends to weave in. So I'm going to work on those. I'm still working on, I'm actually almost done. I have that with me. I gotta have it because it's got my, yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is the yarn I'm using to make my bucket. Of course, I can't remember which yarn this was. I think it's a big twist. Anyhow, so I'm making hats out of that. And then I kind of put this on hold, but this is also the other project I'm working on, my second baby dress. But I'm working on primarily baby sweaters now. I'm also sitting at the park, getting my fix of my nature. I'm in the car, but because it's like really hot. But I'm at Lake Monroe in Sanford. I've shown you pictures of it before. I'm sitting by a pier where people are sitting and they're fishing. Let me turn around so they don't, but I'm not going to show you any people. See, there's the old pier. You can't go on it, but it's got pigeons and other birds on it. But isn't it a pretty day? So that's where we're at now. So I gave you kind of my update where I'm at in life right now. My sisters came down from Minnesota for my bat mitzvah. That went fine. Even though I struggled with the Hebrew, I made it through with a little bit of help from my cantor. She had to whisper in my ear some of the words because like I said, I struggled with it. But I got through it. That went okay. It was good to see my sisters. My sister Steph is the one that's dying of cancer, and I hadn't seen her in 10 years. So they were here for a week, so I got to spend time with her, and she wanted to see as much nature as she could, so I took her to some parks, and so she enjoyed that. We tried going to Universal. We were there for a short while. It was hot, and she decided she didn't want to rent a scooter, so she used my walker, and that was hard. It was really hard. The heat and the people were overwhelming. Her and I both get anxious from a lot of people. I think with her, it's more of a, because she's on chemo, her immune system is compromised. So that kind of makes her nervous, and I think she doesn't like being around crowds either. I used to not mind it. She didn't too, but since she's working at home and since we're isolated now, yeah, so that we it didn't stay very long. But she felt better being out in nature. I got to take her to the Blue Springs. Didn't see any manatees. But we did get to see some alligators, so that was cool. She likes that, and we saw lots of birds. So I took some pictures, but I might post them on the back of this side. I'll definitely post pictures of me soon. Maybe I'll post pictures of the objects as I'm working on. My health-wise, not much has changed. My lupus is still a pain in the keister. I still have the bad hip. I'm just going to PT twice a week, but now, as of July 12th, the current person I'm going to for PT, they're not going to be carrying my insurance anymore, because I guess they raised the rate so much it wasn't really worth it. So I got to find a new physical therapist. It does help me. I've gotten to the point where I can, get up and down out of chairs a lot easier, and trying to build up my stability and stabilize me so I don't fall so easily. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to continue with the PT. If not, I've got exercises I do at home. I think I might start walking with my stand-up walker. It's probably just going to be the end of the blocking back. It's so hot, so if I get my butt out of bed early, I'll do that. And so that'll be good. My lupus, I told my rheumatologist that my lupus has been flaring constantly. It seems like I'm always calling out from doing things because I'm not feeling well. And so, and it showed up in my tests that it was, my lupus is active. My white blood cell count was low. So I'm gonna, she's got me in a new drug called Imuran, M-I-M-U-R-A-N. I know it's got a different name, but so I'm starting on that. The only thing I gotta take into account is that it increases my photosensitivity to with the sun. I'm already not supposed to be out in the sun with my lupus. It just makes me more susceptible, and also it also compromises my immune system. It's kind of like the drug that they use when people are getting ready to have a kidney transplant, that they take to bring their immune system down so that they can accept the new body part. Anyhow, so we'll see how that goes. She said it might take up to 2 months for it to work. Sorry, I keep looking out the window. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. So we'll see how that works out. I'm enjoying being out. I'm sitting in my car in air conditioning, but I love looking at the nature. I found a few new parks that I want to get out in more. I got my new doll, Kelsey. I've taken her over there with my friend Tiffany, so that works out good. You guys see how red my face is? Holy cow. I have a physical and everything is okay. Anyhow, I think I've blabbered on enough. I will try and post some pictures on the back side of this video too, and hopefully me and Sherry can do another live soon. That would be good, because we're not keeping as much up on each other as we have been. So anyhow, you guys have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye, love ya.